Welcome back. We're here in Kyoto, Japan, along the banks of the Hozu River. Back in the United States, Democrats are just moments away tonight from taking the debate stage in Miami, where they're not demanding that we open our borders to the world and give health care to millions of foreigners. They're telling us that global warming will end the world, and the Green New Deal, giving them total control of the U.S. economy, is the only way to save it. For months, Democrats have been telling us this, working themselves into a frenzy, a lather of hysteria. They say things like this.
The biggest threat to our prosperity in this 21st century is climate change.
A crisis that could, at its worst, lead to extinction.
That climate change is real, is an existential threat to our country and the entire planet.
We are running out of runway to be able to fix this problem. We need all hands on deck.
When the planet has been in peril in the past, who came forward to save Earth from the scourge of Nazi and totalitarian regimes? We came forward.
So if you don't take global climate change seriously, you don't care about the world and the country. You don't care about people.
Nazis, human extinction! These people are buffoons. They wouldn't know science if it got in the shower with them. No human atrocity is too ludicrous to draw a comparison with. It's total hysteria. It's hilarious, actually. For some reason, though, every candidate was willing to fly to Miami on a gas-guzzling airplane for the debate, emitting carbon along the way. That's weird. So in other words, the world is ending, but it's not important enough to curtail their ambition. Huh. Justin Haskins is a research fellow at the Heartland Insitute, and he joins us tonight. Justin, does this confuse you if this is an existential threat? I love that phrase, not that I know what it means, but to humanity, if it's worse than the Nazis, why would you fly on an airplane ever if you really believe that?
Yeah. I mean, I have a better question. Why would you ever support a bunch of socialist policies? Why would you want to spend even one single penny on anything other than stopping this supposed existential threat that's going to wipe out humanity in 80 years? If we're all headed for a Mad Max post-apocalyptic hellscape universe in 80 years, shouldn't we be focusing all of our money and energy on stopping that problem? And yet they want free college tuition for everyone, canceling all student loan debt, federal jobs guarantee, universal health care, basically any socialist program they can think of. That's what they're calling for. But I'm not confused by this. It's obvious why they're doing this. They're doing this because this is all about socialism. This is not about climate change. This is not about saving the planet. This is about socialism. And any Democratic Party presidential candidate who wants to debate us on the climate science, we are more than willing to do that. We have a conference coming up, the Heartland Insitute, July 25th in Washington, D.C. Any presidential candidate who wants to come and debate us on climate science, we will gladly host you. I don't think anyone's going to come,
I have
though.
the feeling they're not going to take you up in that. But here, so you follow this for a living. China is the greatest emitter of carbon, of course, in the world by far. It's the biggest polluter, too, in conventional terms. Do you ever hear Democratic candidates denounce China?
No, never. And the amazing thing about that is that even if we were to reduce our CO2 emissions down to zero, it wouldn't do anything because China and India and countries like that are emitting way more fossil fuels or carbon dioxide emissions than we are here in the United States. It's not going to make any difference over the next 10 years. The reality is that CO2 emissions, global CO2 emissions, are going to increase no matter what we do here in America. So Democrats who tell you otherwise are lying to you. They're lying to you because this, again, is not about climate change. It's not about saving the planet. It's about socialism. Plain and simple.
Yeah, about increasing their power over you. Justin, good to see you tonight. Thank you.
Thanks.